So let's see how this game goes. Let's see if I haven't played with this team in a long time, so I have no idea how this is gonna go. But I'll tell you this, I'm not gonna play the Packers.
The regular season's all been building to this, and now first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. Relay Sports College Football.
Love having an anti-Semitic friend. Love it. Can you tell if he's serious with the joke? I bet he's serious, which really concerns me. Good luck. Good luck, anyways. Yeah. Oh, are you checking out my team? I bet that's what it is. Or are you starting someone else? Ooh, actually, let me make sure my stuff is set up. Some rando. They can handle us as long as it's okay. As long as it's him, we're good.
Through the end zone for a touchdown.
I can make a party. There.
The tight end who shows off his hands.
A completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Wow, how about the defense here? On the road in a playoff game, you step up and come up with an interception on the first drive. You're an underdog. It's a big stage. All odds are against you. And you start off the opening drive as a defense with an interception. And you bring your quarterback out now with some confidence, believing they can win this game.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Sooners will line up now. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. It's Nelson. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. see if they can get it going here. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route, and catch made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And now from the pistol formation. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds his man. It's low. Brody hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route man. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Touchdown, Ducks, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Well, I think this receiver is so much fun to watch because I think he's as good as anybody in college football this year. Great job of the quarterback recognizing an opportunity. He gets him the football and is rewarded with a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to move it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. First play of the route, he looks left for a completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Wants to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Quarterbacks all over the country try to manipulate the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, I think he just telegraphed it to the receiver that he was going to throw to, staring him down, which allowed the excellent coverage to be able to knock that ball away.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Hot over the middle. It's Sategna. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. He's running out of time here. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's a huge loss.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
It's third and a mile. Dropping back to throw. It's a deep shot right down the middle. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Could take it all the way. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great way to set up his offense here.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense here.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Got momentum up and scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Excellent work by the coverage team as brought down after just a short return. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. So, Kirk, as we break the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Bringing pressure. How can you believably drop the ball? You don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Nelson. Short throw complete to the tight end. And wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touch.
That completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
The ball is picked off.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
That powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Makes a quick catch. It's out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
To the air, it's Dampier. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. And the Ducks bring their punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. See what they can do here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. As the first down is still going. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma. There was no catching him that time. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Turn starts inside the 15. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. We're going to put together a positive drive here. Dropping back, it's Dampier. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out for the 32.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Drive stays alive with that first down completion. Handoff from the shotgun. They've got him down out near the 40.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Casper. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line, set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Who's in the clear? Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he can be a monster today.
And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Bowlers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The AT puts it in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Nelson. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
When that pass rush got in there in a hurry, great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
20 play called on 3rd and short. It's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
Well, it looked like they might have picked up the first down, but this defense not giving up on that play, jars the ball loose from that running back and picks up a nice turnover.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The shotgun running play here.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Here's the 2nd down play. Trying to find room. It's Harris. He's got the first and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Second down after that previous play. The back's got it. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And the defense smothers him for no gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 35-yard attempt. The field goal is good. They tack on 3 more that'll finish off the third quarter of play. The Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it deep and begin the second half. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be first down. Back to pass. It's Nelson. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Great start to the drive, but now back to making conclusions. Makes it 3rd and 10. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Breaks a tackle into the clear. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
This flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw again. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit. He wasn't able to complete this pass.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's caught. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Oregon Ducks will take over first and 10.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Oh, he's bringing it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
28, Oregon 24.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Scanning the field. It's Dampier. Looking right. This one caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Pass incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
They'll kick it away here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again? Or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The receiver grabs it, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
If you play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient, it's a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The offense is clicking and the defense just searching for answers now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted. He's sticked in front of that bullet. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. handoff here from the shotgun. Running with purpose. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The pass rush closing in. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. He tries to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw here. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Brings up second down.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. They'll run it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Back to throw. It's Dampier. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. So at the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And he's got it at the 15. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession had an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's caught. It's Sategna. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Now they call a run. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They're going to run it. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
To throw, it's Nelson. It's a quick grab. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows some accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Pounding away with the run game. And the Sooners pick up enough for a first down.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. The pocket broken down. Loose football. Defense makes the recovery and turnover.
That is the last thing this offense wanted to see. They're holding on to a slim lead, and they fumbled away with plenty of time for a game-winning drive going the other way.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The chance to advance in the playoff comes down to this. Offense needing a touchdown here late in the game. Quick throw to his receiver. Who makes the catch downfield? Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. A new set of downs after that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Dropping back. It's Dampier. He's running out of time here. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, he can't quite hold on. That would have sealed the victory. Does bring up third down.
What a job by this defense coming up with that big sack on first down. Now the incompletion. Good job of putting this offense in a real bind now with third down and long on their side of the 50.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off here. Across the 40. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, what a big-time run here by this quarterback. Does a good job of getting the first down, and he gets out of bounds to save himself. Here we are, critical moment in this game, and the quarterback's delivery.
Looking to throw it on first down. Sure hands. It's more. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Oregon. They've taken the lead with time running down.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage. Allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
The kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and cleared away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And looking to throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Oh, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Gibson. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marking. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass. But you've got to come up with a first down.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The Sooners looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And now the defense able to bring him down. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for him. Touchdown, Sooners! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on And the Gators will put total leather and will get started. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
Let's go. Right. Single, single.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson will throw. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the finish.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
At the 45 on its way. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Hand off to the fullback. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percent.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer. You get the same.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down and 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Complete out of the backfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. He's still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
So now it's second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Josh Buckley's offense was looking for, sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either.
Wilson to pass.
An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled
to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a good pass to Auburn. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Robinson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He's got him. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Guard in the backfield. It's Pettis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go.
It's a room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a hit. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. 1st drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got it.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Wilson will throw. Touchdown, Auburn. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Creates a little room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Trying to pound it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to barge their way in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the deep...
There he goes! Touchdown, Tiger! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass in the next snap.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Quickly to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Lost a throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Abrams. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them, they're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Gators are flying down the field. On the ground, it's Clark. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. That's got it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Gophers. They're up 14 over LSU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. He found a hole, got him out 5. He's down at the 21.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Wilson to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the ground game. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And after that incompletion as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got to tie again. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got some room ahead to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. But forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete.